Shalom, dear intercessors and watchmen on the walls of Jerusalem. Thank you for continuing to pray for the elections in Israel on March 17. We can report one answer to prayer in this report as two of the parties on the right, Otzma Yehudit and Yachad Ha'am Itanu, have decided finally that they are going to run on a joint list, which means that both parties will make it into the Knesset and together receive at least 7 Knesset seats. This is an answer to prayer, and it's going to strengthen the possibility for Prime Minister Netanyahu to form a right-wing coalition government after the elections. Also, Benjamin Netanyahu's own party, Likud, is now the biggest party in the latest polls, which is, of course, also an answer to prayer. So continue to pray. It is very important that we pray for God's will to be done in these elections, and we're praying for a strong right-wing coalition government to be formed. It's important to continue even after the elections to pray, because then is when the negotiations will begin to form the next government in Israel. Also, please remember to pray for Naftali Bennett and the Jewish Home Party. They are a very important party in Israel they will be an important part of the next government in Israel. So thank you for praying. Prime Minister Netanyahu is still deciding to visit the Congress in the United States in the beginning of March and speak to a joint session of the Congress, despite opposition from President Obama and also left-wing parties, political parties in Israel, who believe that this will strengthen Netanyahu in the elections on March 17. However, it is a very important visit because Prime Minister Netanyahu will stress the importance to not let Iran get nuclear weapons. We know that President Obama is wanting to form an agreement with Iran, which temporarily might stop Iran for the moment, but will give Iran the ability to produce nuclear weapons whenever they decide to do so on a very short notice, and there will be no way for the West to do anything about it. So it's a serious situation, and continue to pray for Prime Minister Netanyahu's visit to the Congress in the beginning of March. Saudi Arabia has gone through a regime change with King Abdullah dying in the beginning of this week, and this means that we need to pray for that country. We pray that they will continue, the successor of King Abdullah will continue to keep the oil prices down, which is hurting Iran a lot. And since President Obama is not serious about stopping Iran to get the nuclear bomb, it is now in the hands of Saudi Arabia primarily to do so through keeping oil prices down. So this is an answer to prayer. On Wednesday of this week, Hezbollah came with a retaliation attack against Israel on the northern border from southern Lebanon, which was anticipated. And in this attack, 2 Israeli soldiers died, and it is a very dangerous situation in the north that is tense right now. We need to continue to pray for this situation. We know that Hezbollah, they have today over 100,000 rockets at their disposal, and they are able to reach all of Israel, even down to Eilat. All of Israel is exposed to these rockets that Hezbollah now have. During the war in 2006 with Hezbollah, it was estimated that they had about 14,000 rockets in their arsenal. And now they have almost 10 times as many, even though the decision in the UN after that war in 2006 was to prevent Hezbollah from rearming. Well, that has failed. and they now have, as we said, over 100,000 rockets. Only the God of Israel can protect Israel from this threat. And we need to pray that he is going to glorify his name, because he is the God of Israel, and that he is going to protect supernaturally Israel from attacks from Hezbollah. Pray that the angels will be stationed on the border and be able to prevent the attack or further attacks. So thank you for praying. Please also continue to pray for our important tour to the Feast of Tabernacles this fall, our Cry for Zion tour. It is during this tour that we will hold an historic event to promote Jewish access to the Temple Mount, that they are able to have access to pray on their most holy site. We believe that according to the prophetic word, this is the place from which the Jewish people will welcome their Messiah. And right now, they are not even able to move their lips in prayer on the Temple Mount. So we believe this is a very important event and a historic event that we will hold in Jerusalem during our tour to the Feast of Tabernacles. Go to our website, cryforzion.com, and read more about this tour. Plan to join us and pray that many others will do so. We thank you for being watchmen on the walls of Jerusalem, and we wish all of you Shabbat Shalom.